Hi guys, so this is the last video of my Wicked Nights SakuAtsu series. I took so long making this one. I'm sorry for the wait, but I'm okay now. I have to work tomorrow and I'm finishing this at 2 a.m. tonight. I'm so sorry for the wait and for any mistakes too. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Please tell me in the comments what do you think of this series, the other series too that I already made, and which couple you want to see next. Okay, bye!
It's Saturday, 7:25 p.m. Atsumu is in his room getting ready with the help of his twin, Osamu, and his best friend, Suna. He's spiraling all day waiting for Sakusa to say that this date was some kind of prank or that someone else was going to join them, but nothing happened. In fact, Sakusa sent a message at 6 p.m., confirming the date. Atsumu didn't respond the way he wanted to, instead he just sent a thumbs up with light skin tone. Atsumu is staring into the mirror like it personally offended him. "I look awful," he says. For the 13th time. Osamu doesn't even look up from his phone. "You don't look awful. Shut up." Atsumu pulls at the collar of his shirt, then lets go, then pulls again. "I feel like something is very wrong with my outfit, but maybe it's just me." Suna is sitting on the bed, casually fixing his own hair, trying not to laugh. "You're putting way too much pressure on it," he says, voice perfectly calm. Sakusa's a germaphobe who only looks twice at people worth touching. Suna glances at Atsumu through the mirror. "You're definitely worth touching. Stop." Atsumu presses his hands against his burning face, pacing like the floor is lava. His heart is racing, and he hates that they can see it. Why did he even ask me out? To humiliate me? To say I'm annoying? To tell me I ruined his life? To fuck ya? Osamu replies flatly, not missing a beat. Atsumu spins around. "What is wrong with ya?" Osamu lifts one finger, dead serious. "Oh, he noticed you've been staring at him like he's dessert since the party, and he thought it was cute." Atsumu's breath catches. He looks away, is burning red. "I wasn't. Babe, you were drooling. Literally drooling." Atsumu wants the ground to eat him alive. He grabs a pillow and throws it weakly in their direction. "Yeah, two are the worst." Suna stands up, brushing invisible lint off Atsumu's shoulders. "You're scared because you like him. A lot." Atsumu swallows hard. He doesn't deny it. Suna fixes the last strand of his hair, meets his eyes in the mirror. "And that's exactly why you should go and let him see you like this." Atsumu takes a shaky breath. He looks at himself again, terrified, excited, completely hopeless. "I'm gonna die," Atsumu whispers. Osamu finally puts his phone down. "If you die, can I have your sneakers? I hate you." Suna and Osamu laughs, and it helps Atsumu to calm down a little. Just a little. Atsumu adjusts his necklace for the 5th time. Too high, too low, too shiny, too trying. His brain is a battlefield. What if he regrets inviting me? What if I say something stupid? What if he just wanted to be polite? He tightens the necklace again. "He's gonna take one look at me and go home." Atsumu mutters, eyes darting between mirror angles. Suna leans against the wall, arms crossed, watching the meltdown like it's his favorite show. "He's gonna take one look at you and think, damn." Atsumu stares at him like that might be the most delusional thing he's ever heard. "I can't breathe." "Yeah, breathing. Loudly, actually," Osamu points out. Atsumu throws his head back and groans. He walks 3 frantic circles around the room, hands in hair. Hair ruined. Fixes hair. Ruins it again. What if my hands get sweaty and he notices? What if I choke on water? What if he hugs me and I smell like nerves? What if he doesn't hug me at all? His chest tightens. Suna steps forward, grabs Atsumu by the shoulders like he's trying to stabilize a tornado. "Okay, look at me," Suna says. Atsumu tries. His eyes keep flickering everywhere else. Shirt, mirror, floor, mirror. "Breathe." Atsumu inhales. Too much. chokes, coughs. Osamu sighs loudly. Drama queen. Atsumu flips him off without even looking. Suna smirks. Worst case scenario, I throw up on him. Reasonable fear. Osamu adds, nodding. Atsumu glares at him. Not helping. Suna lifts a brow. No, listen. Worst case, you still get to spend a couple hours alone with the guy you're obsessed with. Atsumu's jaw drops. I'm not. Oh, you are, babes. Osamu interrupts, voice sugary and vicious. Atsumu's ears burn. He touches them like he can hide the color. He's right. I'm completely, embarrassingly, hopelessly gone. Suna adjusts Atsumu's collar gently, fingers brushing his neck. You're allowed to want things, you know. Atsumu's heart does a stupid flip. He looks at the outfit again. Same outfit, but somehow it feels different now. Like maybe, just maybe, Sakusa might like what he sees. Atsumu swallows the lump in his throat. Okay, I can do this. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna act normal, cool, chill, not cringe, not drool, not faint, not. His phone vibrates on the desk. Atsumu's mind go blank. Slowly, he turns to look. Leaving home now. On my way. Oh, no. His knees feel weak. Atsumu stands in front of the mirror again, hands stiff at his sides like he forgot how elbows work. Suna claps once, like a coach about to brief his athlete before the Olympics. Osamu watches, entertained, eating a cookie he definitely just baked for stress. Alright, Mia Atsumu. Suna begins with dramatic seriousness. Repeat after me. Atsumu nods, shoulders tense. Rule number 1. Do not ramble. Atsumu tries to repeat it but his voice cracks halfway. Do not ramble. He clears his throat. He will absolutely ramble. Suna narrows his eyes. I mean it. No random food crimes. No weird volleyball metaphors. No talking about ghosts. No talking about that one dream you had about him in the locker room. Atsumu turns purple. Osamu lifts a brow. Locker room dream? Shut up. Suna continues. Rule number 2. No drooling. I don't drool. You do. Atsumu groans. Suna counts on his fingers. Rule number 3. Keep your hands still. No fidgeting with your necklace, your hair, his hair. Why would I touch his hair? Suna squints. Why wouldn't you? Atsumu squeaks. Actually squeaks. Rule number 4, and this one is very important. Suna leans in, eyes sharp. No chicken out. No excuses. No self-sabotage. You want the guy. Admit it. Act like it. Atsumu freezes. His heart punches his ribs from the inside. He's right. I want him. More than anything. He whispers. Okay, yeah I do. Osamu whistles, a rare soft smile tugging at his mouth. Fucking finally. Suna gives a satisfied nod and straightens Atsumu's jacket one last time. He steps back, admiring his work. Now, let's practice the greeting. The greeting? Yes, the casual one, the sexy one, and the don't fall flat on your face one. Atsumu swallows. I hate this. You love this. Suna corrects. You love him. Silence. Atsumu doesn't argue this time. He looks at his reflection again, and sees someone who's scared but trying. And that counts. BZZZT. His phone lights up again. Arriving soon. Atsumu's lungs forget how to operate. Suna grips his shoulders. Okay, last rule. He whispers, steady and sure. Let him look at you. Atsumu nods. Small, terrified, hopeful. Osamu opens the door. Go, before you pass out in the hallway. Atsumu steps outside. Heart in his throat. Hands sweating. Legs made of panic. And somewhere below the floor, a car engine turns the corner. Atsumu steps out of the apartment, shoulders squared, breathing too fast, trying so hard to look like he isn't about to explode. The door closes behind him. For a second, Suna and Osamu just stand there, listening to his footsteps fade down the hallway. Suna exhales, arms crossed. You know, you could have eased up on him a little. He mutters, eyes still on the door. Osamu's expression softens immediately. His usual sarcasm, gone. He slips his phone into his pocket and speaks quietly, almost too soft for Suna to catch. If I start treating him like he's fragile, he'll believe he is. Suna blinks, surprised. Osamu leans against the wall, gaze lowering. Atsumu always walks into things head first. Scared or not, he just forgets he's actually strong enough to survive what he wants. Suna studies him for a moment then smiles. Small, genuine. You really believe he's gonna be okay out there? Osamu's eyes flick toward the window, where a pair of headlights are turning the corner outside. I believe he's finally going after something that scares him. And that's good. Suna slips an arm around Osamu's waist, pulling him close. You're a better brother than you pretend to be. Osamu snorts, masking emotion with a roll of his eyes. Don't start that sentimental crap. He'll be fine. Outside, Atsumu stops on the sidewalk, heartbeat in his ears. Sakusa's car slows to a stop in front of him. The headlights glow against his legs like a spotlight. He swallows. Okay, Atsumu, you got this. The car door opens with a soft click. Atsumu slides in, trying to seem coordinated, but the seat feels too soft, too warm, too Sakusa. He fumbles with the seatbelt for a solid 3 seconds before it finally clicks. He dares a sideways glance. Sakusa is already looking at him. Not speaking. Not blinking. Just looking. Atsumu's breath catches. Sakusa's gaze drifts, slowly, from Atsumu's eyes, to his hair, down the line of his neck, lingering on the collar of his shirt, then back up. No words. Just a long, deliberate inspection. Atsumu's heartbeat is so loud he's pretty sure the car radio could pick it up. Finally, Sakusa hums, a low sound of approval. You clean up well. His voice is soft. Dangerous. Atsumu swallows hard. You too. Atsumu blurts out, instantly regretting the stutter. He is mentally facepalming himself right now. Sakusa doesn't comment. He simply turns the key and the engine starts, rumbling like backup vocals to Atsumu's anxiety. They begin moving. Streetlights wash over Sakusa's profile, sharp jaw, focused eyes, hands steady on the wheel. Everything about him is effortlessly composed. Atsumu, not so much. His knee keeps bouncing. His fingers twist in his lap. He's definitely forgetting how to breathe. Sakusa notices. Without looking away from the road, he says, "Stop thinking so loud." Atsumu chokes on absolutely nothing. I'm not thinking loud. Sakusa's lips curl, the faintest smile. You are. Then, a beat. It's cute. Atsumu's brain blue screens. Cute. Sakusa Kayumi called him cute. That should be illegal. He stares through the windshield like if he moves or speaks again, he'll evaporate into thin air. Silence floods the car, but not empty silence. The kind that presses into the skin. Sakusa taps his fingers on the wheel. Once, twice, like he's testing something. So, Sakusa starts, casual but not casual at all. Are you always this nervous around me? Atsumu's heart simply decides to leave the chat. He opens his mouth, but nothing comes out. Sakusa's smirk deepens. Take your time. We have the whole night. Atsumu is so cooked he could be served with soy sauce. He stares straight ahead like the windshield is showing the meaning of life. Atsumu's tongue trips over itself before words even form. He clears his throat. Once, twice. I'm not. It's not. Like, nervous is a big word, you know. He manages, voice too high. Sakusa glances his way, one eyebrow raised. Not judging. Not amused. Just interested. That makes it worse. Really, because you're shaking. Atsumu looks down. His leg is bouncing like it has its own heartbeat. He slams it still with his hand. I'm cold. It's 23 degrees. Sakusa replies instantly. Atsumu is dead inside. Before Atsumu can dig a deeper grave, Sakusa strikes again, calmly, naturally. Did I do something? His voice softens, genuine curiosity slipping through. You avoid looking at me, and when you do, you look like you might explode. Atsumu grips the seatbelt like it's a lifeline. Nope. Abort mission. You didn't. I'm not. Osamu says I have a very expressive face. And you're just there, he blurts out. Sakusa exhales a small laugh, the kind you only hear if you're paying attention. Just there, he repeats, amused. Atsumu wants to fling himself out of the moving vehicle. His brain is overheating. He needs a distraction. Any distraction. So he dives into the most random subject he finds. So, how's training? Practice bean practice why? Nailed it. Amazing. Shakespeare level smooth. Sakusa pauses. A long pause. Then he turns his head just slightly, eyes on Atsumu again. You're terrible at changing the subject. Atsumu wheezes. Sakusa doesn't let him escape. But if you want to talk about volleyball so badly, he leans back in his seat, voice casual, but his gaze burning through Atsumu. You and I would make a good team. There it is again. That wordless pressure rolling off him like heat. Atsumu tries not to smile. Fails. Yeah, we would. Their eyes meet for a second too long. Atsumu looks away first, heart sprinting. He dares a tiny breath. Maybe, this won't kill me. The elevator ride up is silent, except for Atsumu's heartbeat trying to escape his ribcage. He keeps catching glimpses of Sakusa in the mirrored walls. Tall, composed, wrist resting casually in his pocket like he isn't leaving Atsumu on the verge of cardiac arrest. He's real. He's here. He chose to be here. The doors open. Warm city breeze. Dim lights. Tables spread out beneath a canopy of stars and glowing lanterns. Just loud enough to feel alive, quiet enough that every soft laugh can be heard. Sakusa gives his name to the host. Atsumu watches the graceful curve of his jaw as he speaks. Stop staring. Stop staring. Mr. Sakusa, your table is ready. The host leads them to a small table near the edge of the rooftop, nothing blocking the skyline view. A candle flickers between them, its warm light cutting across Sakusa's features in dangerous angles. Atsumu sits. Sakusa sits. The candle crackles softly. Atsumu fumbles for the menu, the only object he can physically hold onto right now. This place is fancy. Sakusa raises a brow. You say that like it's a threat. No, I'm more used to places where you can get a discount if you wink at the waiter. Sakusa stares at him. Atsumu's soul leaves his body. Then a tiny, honest smile. I don't think winking would get you a discount here. Depends who I wink at. Atsumu mutters under his breath. Silence. Sakusa heard. Of course he heard. Atsumu hides behind the menu. The waiter comes, takes their orders. Atsumu doesn't even remember speaking. He's too busy trying not to be a mess. But when the waiter leaves, he feels it. Sakusa watching him. Not in a polite way. Not academically. In a way that says, I want to read you. Atsumu's leg starts bouncing again. He tries to talk. Anything. Whatever. He gestures vaguely at the skyline. Nice weather we're skying. Sakusa's lips twitch. You're adorable when you panic. Atsumu short circuits. I'm not panicking. You are. It's okay. Sakusa leans his elbow on the table, chin resting lightly in his palm. And then he does it. His gaze drifts to Atsumu's mouth. Slow, intentional. Back to his eyes. Mouth again. Atsumu freezes like a deer caught by Cupid. What? Sakusa's voice dips lower. You have this habit, he says quietly, of biting your lip when you're nervous. Atsumu's lip is indeed trapped between his teeth. He releases it instantly. Sakusa's smile deepens. Satisfied. Atsumu's voice is barely a whisper. You want me to shut up now, don't you? Probably. Atsumu nods rapidly. Okay, then I'll stop talking before I embarrass. Sakusa doesn't let him finish. He moves across the table, quick, decisive, and kisses him. It's a soft collision. Warm, real, a spark that jumps skin to skin and lights every nerve in Atsumu's body like fireworks. Atsumu's breath escapes him in a tiny shocked sound, caught between a gasp and a whimper. It's over in a second. Sakusa sits back like nothing happened. Not smug, not shy, just knowing. Yes, he says lightly, that worked. Atsumu stares, eyes wide, mouth parted, brain completely empty. The city blurs behind Sakusa's face. Oh, I'm so screwed. I'm so stupidly, hopelessly screwed. Atsumu doesn't move. He doesn't blink. He doesn't breathe. The kiss is still there, ghosting his lips, buzzing in his chest, short-circuiting every neuron he's ever owned. Sakusa simply adjusts his posture, picks up his glass. Like he didn't just commit a crime. Right, Sakusa says, calm as the moon. You were saying something about weather? Atsumu opens his mouth. A sound attempts to come out. Sakusa raises one eyebrow, waiting. Patient. Too patient. Atsumu clears his throat. Tries again. You kissed me? He gestures vaguely at his own face. Here, Sakusa glances at Atsumu's lips again. That same slow, devastating drag of attention. I did. Atsumu's brain tries to reboot. Windows XP startup sound internally. WY, you were rambling. Sakusa's tone is almost gentle. That's, oh, okay. Atsumu nods like he understands quantum mechanics. He absolutely does not. Sakusa tilts his head slightly, watching closely, analyzing reactions like it's a private sport. You look flushed. He says it like a doctor noting a symptom. Atsumu internally screams. Atsumu fans his own cheeks. I'm warm. Candles. Fire hazard. Atmosphere. You know. Sakusa takes a small sip of water. Breathe, he orders, voice smooth. Atsumu inhales, too sharp, chokes on his own saliva. He coughs. Sakusa watches, completely unfazed. Do you need water? He pushes his glass a little closer. Atsumu nods, nearly knocks the candle over grabbing it. He takes a sip, another, too fast. He spills a drop on his collar. Sakusa's gaze follows the path of that drop disappearing into the fabric. Atsumu stops breathing again. Sakusa looks up, eyes half-lidded, voice low. You are making this very entertaining for me. Blatant. Cruel. Atsumu melts like butter dropped on a grill. I'm glad I could entertain. Atsumu croaks. Sakusa hums, thoughtful. You are a beat. Though I expected you to kiss me back. Atsumu glitches. I didn't have time to, you. He gestures again at his own face, as if explaining basic geometry. Sakusa hides a smile behind his hand, pretending to check his nails. He's absolutely enjoying every millisecond. Oh, he muses softly. Should I give you another chance later? Atsumu's soul leaves his body. His voice breaks. Later. Sakusa shrugs lightly. Too casual. That depends. His eyes lock onto Atsumu's again, powerful, and wavering. Will you let me? Atsumu has officially forgotten his name, age, address, and how to function. His leg starts bouncing again. Sakusa smirks. Nervous again, always, apparently. Atsumu blurts. A moment of pure silence follows. Not awkward, heavy, charged. The city lights flicker behind Sakusa's shoulders like the universe is shipping them. Sakusa sets his elbows on the table again, leaning forward just enough to make Atsumu stop breathing. I find it. Sakusa pauses, searching for the right word. Endearing. Atsumu's heart somersaults into the clouds. He likes this. He likes me. He doesn't say it out loud. He doesn't need to. For the first time since they sat down, Atsumu's pulse slows to something human. The food arrives, perfectly plated, too pretty to eat, but it smells incredible. Atsumu forces himself to taste it. And it's good. Like, distractingly good. Sakusa takes a sip of his flavored water, lemon, crisp, fresh, then finally looks away from Atsumu's lips and out toward the view. The city glitters beneath them, endless windows and tiny lights, like stars had fallen to earth and decided to stay. Atsumu follows his gaze. For a moment, neither speaks. It's calm. It's dangerous. Atsumu's voice comes out quieter than he expects. Do you ever wonder if people see us out there, like one of those tiny windows? Like, just two strangers having dinner, while we're here losing our minds and they've got no idea? Sakusa's hand pauses midair, fork hovering. He turns his head, studying Atsumu with a softness he wasn't prepared to handle. I think about that a lot. Atsumu blinks. You do? Sakusa looks back at the skyline. People assume I have things figured out. That I'm controlled. Unshaken. He breathes in deep, the kind of breath someone only takes when they're revealing something usually locked up tight. In reality, I feel everything. Too intensely. Just quietly. Atsumu's chest tightens in a way that hurts, but a good kind of hurt. That sounds lonely. Sakusa doesn't deny it. His fingers trace the rim of his glass. I'm used to being alone in my own head. He pauses. Until recently. Atsumu freezes. Recently. Sakusa meets his eyes again. Direct. Steady. You're loud. His voice softens. But you make everything feel less quiet. Atsumu's breath leaves him. Loud. That's how Sakusa sees him. Not annoying. Not overwhelming. Just alive. Atsumu's throat is tight when he speaks. Is that good? He hates how small he sounds. Sakusa tilts his head, considering him, really considering. It's real. And I need real. Atsumu feels his heart stumble, then run. He looks down at his wine, the red reflecting candlelight like something too warm to hold. He speaks before he can stop himself. I spent so long trying to be the loudest in the room, 'cause if I wasn't, no one would look at me. Not really. Sakusa's brows pull together, not in judgment, in understanding. Atsumu keeps talking, because for once, the rambling feels like truth, not panic. Like if I'm not loud, I'm. He searches for the word. Forgettable. Silence wraps around the table, but gentle this time. Sakusa puts his fork down, hands folding together. People notice you. He says it like a fact carved in stone. Even when you wish they wouldn't. That's not the same. It is to me. Atsumu looks up. Sakusa holds his gaze like he's anchoring him in place. I notice you. Atsumu's world narrows to 4 words and a heartbeat. He can't inhale. He can't speak. He just looks at Sakusa, really looks, and sees. Someone who isn't untouched by the world. Someone who hides their wounds inside silence instead of noise. They are different. And the same. Atsumu's voice trembles. I wanna know you better. Not the volleyball genius. Not the stoic Sakusa that everyone sees. Sakusa's expression shifts, something subtle, almost vulnerable. Then ask. I'll answer. Atsumu nods. Scared, brave, excited. What makes you feel safe? He asks, surprised at his own question. Sakusa does not break eye contact. Being understood. A beat. And choosing the people who get close to me. Another beat, voice dropping lower. I chose you. Atsumu's heart nearly stops. His fingers brush the edge of his wine glass because he needs to feel something solid or he might float away. Then, I won't let you regret that, he whispers. Sakusa leans back, lips curving in something soft and dangerous. Good, because I don't plan on regretting tonight. Dinner melts into a wordless rhythm. Atsumu doesn't remember the taste of the food, only the shape of Sakusa's jaw when he chewed. The soft crease at the corner of his eyes when he listened. The way the candlelight chased shadows across his cheekbones. They speak with glances. Small smiles. A brush of fingers when they both reach for the bill. They leave the restaurant side by side, not touching, but close enough for their arms to feel aware of each other. The city air is cool. Atsumu's heartbeat is warm. Every step toward the car feels like a countdown. Sakusa opens the passenger door for him. No comment. Just intention. Atsumu sits. The ride begins. No music. No conversation. Only Sakusa's knuckles brushing the steering wheel. Atsumu wants to hold that hand. Atsumu's knee bouncing again. Sakusa notices, breathes in, breathes out. Streetlights gliding over profiles, turning them into brief portraits. Atsumu steals glances when he thinks Sakusa isn't looking. Sakusa is looking. The silence isn't awkward. It's full. Heavy with possibilities. Atsumu chews the inside of his cheek, and Sakusa's eyes flick to his mouth every single time. Atsumu's thoughts swirl. He kissed me, he sees me, he chose me, and under all of that, I want him to do it again. Sakusa's thoughts remain quiet, but visible. Focused looks, slow breaths, subtle tension in his jaw, like he's holding back, like he's counting the seconds until he doesn't have to anymore. The car turns. A familiar street. Atsumu's heartbeat spikes. Home. The closer they get, the thicker the air becomes. Not a word spoken, but everything said. And then, Sakusa pulls to a stop. The engine cuts off. Suddenly the world is too quiet again, except for the pulse in Atsumu's throat. Sakusa gets out first. Atsumu follows, legs shaky but trying to pretend otherwise. Sakusa closes the passenger door behind him with a soft thud, then leans back against the car, arms relaxed, posture calm. Atsumu stands in front of him on the sidewalk, too close to walk away, too far to feel the warmth of him. The night air is cool where Sakusa is warm. Atsumu feels the difference like gravity. Sakusa's voice breaks the silence, low, steady. You're still shaking. Atsumu tries to hide his hands behind his back. Fails, lets out a shaky laugh. You're observant. I notice things worth noticing. The words land heavy in Atsumu's chest. A beat. Atsumu's eyes flick up, meeting Sakusa's directly for once. And the question escapes before he can reel it back. How did you know? Sakusa tilts his head, just slightly. Know what? Atsumu breathes in hard, courage burning and crumbling all at once. His voice is small, fragile in the dark. That eye. His fingers curl at his sides. Liked you. Sakusa doesn't move, but his eyes darken, like clouds passing over moonlight. You look at me like I'm something you want. His tone is quiet, intimate, not teasing, not cruel, honest. Atsumu's lips part, breath caught. Sakusa continues. Even when you try not to, you do. Every room we're in, you find me. Atsumu's heart stutters. Sakusa pushes just a little more, softer still. And I like being found by you. Atsumu forgets how to breathe for a full 3 seconds. His voice is a whisper that barely exists. I never thought you'd want that. Sakusa's expression shifts, like he's letting Atsumu see something rarely visible. I wanted it before you even realized you wanted me. Atsumu's knees nearly give out. That's when Sakusa's eyes flick down to his mouth, and the softness twists into something sharper, playful, dangerous. Though you're a terrible liar, he adds. Atsumu blinks. Thrown off balance. Excuse me? You think you hide things well. Sakusa clicks his tongue once, amused. You're transparent. Especially, he taps his own lower lip with one finger. Here, Atsumu's face bursts into flame. He steps closer without meaning to, electricity tightening the air between them. Sakusa's smirk fades into something hungrier. Shoulders straighten, jaw tightens, breathing deepens, belly contained. He leans a fraction away from the car, closing distance. His voice drops. Tell me to stop. Atsumu's breath shatters. I'm not gonna do that, he whispers. Sakusa inhales, sharp, quiet, like he's been waiting to hear that exact sentence. Tonight's patience snaps. He pushes off the car, slow but unstoppable, stepping into Atsumu's space until there's barely air left between them. Atsumu looks up. Sakusa looks down. Their breaths mingle, warm, uneven. Atsumu manages one more trembling question. Are you serious about this? Sakusa's answer is immediate. I don't do things halfway. Especially not with you. Atsumu melts forward, and Sakusa catches his chin gently between 2 fingers, tilting his head up, claiming total attention. Sakusa's gaze drops one last time to Atsumu's lips, and then he takes. His mouth crashes onto Atsumu's with a hunger that's been brewing for months. Not soft, not polite. A kiss that feels like a door finally kicking open. Atsumu's breath leaves him in a broken gasp, hands flying up, grabbing Sakusa's jacket like it's the only thing keeping him upright. Sakusa uses his other hand to pull Atsumu in by the waist, eliminating every inch of distance they pretended existed. Bodies flush, heat everywhere. Atsumu's fingers curl in the fabric, desperate and unthinking. Sakusa kisses like he's memorizing. Pressure and need and restraint just barely holding together. Atsumu tries to keep up. Fails, tries again, and then Sakusa tilts his head, deepens the angle. Atsumu's mind whites out. His lips part, breath trembling, and Sakusa immediately takes advantage. A deeper drag of lips that steals every thought Atsumu had left. Atsumu's knees go weak. Sakusa notices. His grip tightens. Atsumu's fingers slide up over Sakusa's chest, curling into the collar, desperate for closer. More. Sakusa breaks the kiss just enough for air, their lips still brushing, breathe mixing. Atsumu's eyes half closed and ruined. Sakusa's voice is a low growl against his mouth. This is what you've been holding back? Atsumu breathes out like a prayer. You started it. Sakusa's laugh is soft, dangerous, thrilled. And I'm not finished. He kisses him again, slower this time, but deeper. Like he wants to feel Atsumu give in. Atsumu does. Every part of him. Mouth opening, hands sliding to the back of Sakusa's neck, pulling him down into the kiss like he's drowning and Sakusa is oxygen. Sakusa presses him gently against the car, careful but claiming. The kind of control that makes Atsumu's stomach drop and his heart scream. Finally, when they part, belly, their foreheads stay pressed together. Atsumu is panting. Sakusa's thumb brushes the corner of his mouth, slow, possessive. You kiss me like you've wanted to do that forever. Sakusa whispers. I have. Sakusa smiles, tiny, triumphant, soft in a way that feels private. He leans in, lips brushing Atsumu's again. 1 week ago, Oikawa's house, 4:33 a.m. The party was dying, music low, lights dim, only empty cups and the smell of alcohol lingering in the air. Sakusa, Komori, and Komori's girlfriend stood outside, already by the car. The sky was still black, but the street lamps gave the silence a soft glow. Komori stretched, yawning. Finally, sleep. His girlfriend rummaged through her bag, frowning. Wait, she freezes. My lipstick. I dropped it. It must have fallen near the door. She sighs, tired but determined. Komori nods. Come on, I'll help you look. He glances at Sakusa. We'll be quick. Wait here. Sakusa just grunts in acknowledgement, leaning against the passenger door, hands in his pockets. He's exhausted. He's sober. He wants to go home. He lets them go and closes his eyes for a brief second. Komori and his girlfriend turn the flashlights of their cell phones on, looking for the lipstick out of the house, right by the door. That's when they hear it. A voice. Loud, dramatic, slurring. He's so pretty it's unfair. Komori freezes. His girlfriend slowly straightens, eyes widening. They peek over the edge of the window, into the living room. Atsumu is drunk beyond salvation, sprawled on the couch like a fallen hero. Suna is passed out beside him, one arm over his face. Osamu is on the floor leaning against the table like he's negotiating his life choices. Atsumu, however, is vibrant. Hands waving wildly, cheeks flushed, eyes glossy. I mean, why does he have to be like that? He hits the cushion with his palm. That hair, that stare, he just looks at me and I die. Okay. Komori's girlfriend covers her mouth. Komori doesn't breathe. Atsumu sits up way too fast, regrets instantly, but continues. And then he talks. With that voice. And I'm like, yes, sir. Osamu groans without opening his eyes. Atsumu, shut up, I'm gonna puke again. Atsumu ignores him completely. Yeah, don't get it, Samu, he's like, so clean and elegant and serious, and he clutches the front of his own shirt dramatically. I wanna be his problem. Komori's girlfriend's eyes are huge. Komori feels colors of shock he didn't know existed. Atsumu continues rambling like his life depends on it. I like him so much it's stupid. When he walks by I forget how air works. He inhales loudly, then wheezes. See, no air. He then throws his head back against the couch dramatically. Sakusa Kayumi, you ruined my life. Suna flinches in his sleep. SHHH, germs. Atsumu lowers his voice. Belly, not enough. It's vulnerable now. Soft, real, and he doesn't even know. He sniffles. He'll never look at me the way I look at him. Komori's heart breaks a little. His girlfriend squeezes his arm, silent, urgent. That's when Osamu suddenly rolls, eyes squeezing shut. I'm gonna oh shit. And he vomits into a potted plant, again. Komori and his girlfriend jumped in horror. That's their cue. They bolt toward the car, quietly but fast, trying not to be noticed. As they reach it, they see Sakusa wearing his headphones sitting in the driver's seat. Komori looks back at the house one last time. Komori's chest aches remembering the last thing he heard Atsumu say. He'll never look at me the way I look at him. You have to tell Sakusa. Komori nods. A decision has been made. A decision that definitely changed Atsumu and Sakusa's entire life.